Hello friends, welcome. Welcome to Urban Green Warriors. This class is going to be a lot different than most of the other classes. Now I'll tell you why. So I can understand you are here for learning about microgreens and related or growing greens hydroponically, organically or naturally. So if you're watching this video, I'm sure you want to know about how to grow. But what is the end goal of yours is what I am interested. So let me ask you, some of you might have done your graduation or engineering. Do you do engineering for just for the knowledge of knowing about engineering subjects, or do you want to do engineering because you want a job? Of course, you want a job. That is the reason why thousands and thousands go to the colleges, right? So it is the end goal that what matters. And I'm not here to just teach you, guide you, and forget about it. I'm here to give you the end result, the actual want that has driven you to this place, this video, and this group. So the why is very important, and let me start with the why. You are here because you are either a health conscious person who wants to take care of your health, you want to boost your immunity, you want to spend time with greens. I mean, it's very relaxative when you live in around a garden, your own garden. I mean, it's amazing. So it's either nutrition or mental health. In nutrition, it gives 40 times higher levels of vital nutrients than the mature counterparts, the microgreens. All essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants are there in the microgreens. It also has polyphenols, which boost a lot of. It helps a lot in lot many ways to our health. Reduces risk of heart diseases, cancer, and Alzheimer's disease. This is what polyphenols do, right? Some of you might be more interested in the wealth part. It is growing in demand and you want to capture the market. You want to make commercial farms, you want to sell related resources, or you want to teach others. These are the only three ways on how you can make money out of this industry. So if you go for commercial farms, you have to sell your veggies. That is the only way you can make money. If you sell related resources, you have to sell tools like trays, cocoa peat, seeds, whatever related items are there to grow microgreens. You can be the shovel seller, right? You can sell the related tools, or you can teach others. Like me, you can teach others as well by sharing your knowledge. So, and you don't have to be an expert, right? Uh, so we'll come to that later about teaching others. So, yeah. So let's see at the challenges that we all are going to face. Technical, how are we going to grow? How are we going to do whatever necessary that is there, right? What are the financials? I mean, are you capable enough to take care of your financials? Time, this is something a lot of people say I don't have time. I think the right question is it important enough for you to do what you are trying to do? If the answer is yes, you will make time, else you won't. So I'm sure uh, you are here because you are interested and you will be able to make time for this. How is another question that is very important. How to grow is something, there is no silver bullet, there is no single PDF that I can give you which will make you an expert and solve all your problems, right? You have to research. I'll give this research part a top rating because I want you to be independent. I mean, depend less on others. And in the world of digital world, You can virtually find any answers. It's everything is out there, and you just have to know the right way to research. You can research on YouTube, websites, Facebook groups, books. You can take help from experts, take a course. You can ask in Quora, search in Quora. You can also search in Pinterest, right? So you will get all the details in these platforms where you can do the research, get your answers, and move on, right? In fact, when you do the research, you will find a lot of other questions which will help you get the insight of upcoming challenges, the challenges which you might face tomorrow, but you by going through the websites, you will learn it beforehand, and that way you'll be ready for the shortening your research time. Shorten it will shorten your failure time. You will fail low. So fail fast, fail forward is what I believe in. So start researching. What to ask is something that you should know. A right way to ask. Which medium to use? Germination time. What is the germination time? What is the blackout time? Is there any challenges? What if you get mold? Or your greens are falling? What if they develop thin stem? What is the reason? How to do prevent it? How to take care of them? These are the questions that you should be asking. For example, if you're growing mustard microgreen, do you pre-soak or not? What medium are you using? Coco peat? Yes, very good. Anything else? How to do it? How many days of blackout? Do I have to put weight? When to harvest? How densely to plant? How much and when to water? How to take care of humid conditions? Humidity is another crop killer you have to take care of. What if the weather is too hot or cold? What if there is no sunlight? I mean, there is very little sunlight. It's rainy season, so you have to provide extra LED lights. Now, what type of LED lights is something that you have to ask, right? So, how to consume? How are you going to consume your microgreens? You can take it raw. You can take it as a garnish to your anything edible, or you can eat them as a salad. Another big question is how to earn money from your microgreens. Is growing greens profitable? Commercial farms, resource provider, teach others are the three ways on how you can make money from your microgreens. You can be a commercial seller. You have to procure in a large quantity of resources, keep searching of market to sell, and you have to take care of logistics. Or you can be a resource provider, be the shovel seller. You procure and distribute. You have to take care of procurement and distribution management, right? You have to take care of logistics, and you have to be dependent on demand. These are the challenges if you want to be a resource provider. If you want to teach others, investment is very minimum. More and more people are getting aware of this, so it's good for you. You just have to teach them. How to teach is something we're going to cover later. Example. Let's take an example of how to earn money. Suppose you are a cook, or yes, suppose you are a cook, and you are more interested, in getting amazing recipes, or you want to help chefs around you. So you can help food providers to increase their sale by providing immunity boosting recipes. Yeah, immunity boosting. microgreen recipes. So a lot of people, what they are doing is they are most people are waiting for the perfect crop. They are going for perfection so that they can take the perfect pic and post on Instagram, right, on Facebook. So they're going for perfection, but the actual money is on progress. The way you make an impact, this is more impactful, a lot more impactful, because you are solving a problem here. You are helping food providers, home food providers, the homemade food makers, or the restaurant owners, or the nearby, chef, by helping them with immunity boosting microgreen recipes. How can you create 10 different recipes from your microgreens? This itself can make you easily a few lakhs a month. You can really earn from this idea. So the way you think is matters. How are you going to serve with your knowledge? Microgreen you can grow, you can eat, you can consume, you can sell. But that's not all that is there. There is a lot more available in the market, untapped market, which we all can tap. So go ahead. That's a $1 million idea I've given. You should think about it. How to teach is simple. You can use the golden triangle technique. The learn, do, teach. You have to do if you do simultaneously learn, if you simultaneously act upon it, and you teach as well, your retention increases. Your retention of whatever you're doing increases to 90%. So this is the best way on how you can learn or research on anything. The benefit is learning and retention increases to 90%, creates a ripple effect, increases the impact. The more people get impacted, it increases the larger population. It's more useful to the larger population. You get extra boost by earning money. When money flows, you keep on. It creates a positive feedback loop in your brain, and you keep on doing of what you are doing, because you are getting results out of it immediately, instead of waiting for to perfect the art of growing microgreens. I say you start doing something about it right from the day one. You can use different social platforms. You can teach using different social platform like Facebook, YouTube, Insta, or what others, blog, right? There are others as well, but these are the basics that I've covered. You can use this and go ahead with it. So what are we going to use are easily available seeds. These seeds are easily available in our kitchen. The moong, brown chana, mustard, methi, or wheatgrass. Or you can go for purchase of sunflower, radish, pak choy, palak, red amaranthus, and broccoli, right? So uh, we are going to cover everything in these 3 days. Like we are not going to from day one. This is just the overview. In the evening, we'll have another session where we can go for live question answer. But from day two, I'll be showing a live video of how you can actually plant your microgreens and how you can grow. It's really simple, 5 minutes job, right? But the real magic is will start from day three, where I'll teach you how to grow your microgreen business as well by teaching others. And I'm sure you will like it by using the map. This I'm going to cover in the for later, not for today, but it's a blueprint on how you can go ahead with this new business model and make it commercially make money out of your own microgreens without even selling them, right? So that's all, my friends. I hope you like it, and we'll meet you soon. Thank you.